Terrell here from Around the Geek, and I'm here with Dior. Dior's here,
Yeah, what's up?
and we're starting something new, something that you really don't get to see a lot of, especially on YouTube, and you don't get to see a lot of, I guess black creators talk about a lot of the manga. You always hear about anime, but nobody talks about the source material, the manga that you get every week. We're the people that read ahead of the anime and say, hey, we already know what's going to happen. We already saw that, right? You
Oh
know,
yes, oh yes.
if you don't know, so this whole thing under Around the Geek is going to be Jump Around, where we on a weekly basis talk about the weekly Shonen Jump and what's transpired. So everything from the Boruto, Naruto, Dragon Ball, all of the stuff that has come from Shonen Jump over the last 40, 50 plus years. But we're going to be getting into the most recent stuff. Now, I guess before we get into the weekly stuff and like the current and what's coming up, what was your like introduction to Shonen Jump? Like what got you into reading, or what got you into wanting to read this weekly as opposed to, I mean, of course still watch the anime, but like what got you into wanting to watch this more weekly now, read it weekly now?
So anime is cool, right? The
Right.
animations is all cool, but I just hate when it just leave you on a cliffhanger.
Every
Like
time.
like Demon Slayer left me on a cliffhanger. I didn't know that manga finished up like last year or something like that. Well, I'm sorry, 2 years ago actually, right?
Yeah,
Right?
she kind of forced the ending on that one.
Yeah. Um, Jujutsu Kaisen, that I saw the animation on that. I was like, okay, there's another cliffhanger. Let me start reading on that. Now I'm caught up on that. Dr. Stone, of course, Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball is his all-time favorite. But I just got tired of being left on the cliffhanger, not knowing what's going on. That's the whole reason why I started reading.
Yeah,
I hated waiting like 2 or 3 years just to hope if they'll finish up the next season, right?
yeah. A lot of the most popular, obviously, a lot of the most popular anime come from Shonen Jump. You know what I mean? And obviously, there's other like Shonen manga out there, Shonen other companies except Jump. You know what I mean? Because not everything comes out of Shonen Jump, but the most popular, the Dragon Ball, your Naruto, your One Piece, all of those have come out of Shonen Jump. So, like I said, I just really wanted to get something where we could talk about, what we read, on a weekly basis, and have everybody watch this and listen to this on a weekly. Like, oh man, I was reading that too. Because sometimes you just want, it's like what podcasts are for. You just want that extra voice to kind of confer what you were saying. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, oh yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Right.
So,
right.
So yeah, I think a lot of us have jumped into from like Toonami, and which guided us into like the anime path, and of course starting off with Dragon Ball.
You
Stuff
got
like
the Toonami or the Adult Swim, those late night shows. Big O, if some of y'all remember Big O, that was a really good one, but nobody talks about it because that's too old for some people.
Nah, I remember Big O, man. that was pre Gundam,
Right.
That was a late night. That was one of Adult Swim's late night Toonami joints. You know what I mean? Like that was one of the things they had before they started really coming out with the anime block that they do now.
Right.
But Shonen Jump has changed a lot over the years. You know what I mean? Like the window for a manga now, it seems to be getting shorter and shorter on how long they last. I feel like the days of like the 10+ year manga is over. You know what I mean? Like the 20-year manga. That's. I mean,
it's starting to get a little demotivation, if that's the correct term, because all the endings to these recent mangas seems to be rush. And if you read Demon Slayer, that to me that just felt rush.
Right. And I don't know if you knew the story behind that, right? Like, so Demon Slayer is written by a woman. I can't remember the author's name, but apparently she had like some family related issues, and she just kind of just wanted to just be just go ahead and run it up so she could spend more time with the family. I would have rather they just put it on hiatus and let her do more, because now that show is super popular,
right?
And I don't know if it's any going back to it to finish it or do a continuation to it,
right? But only time will tell at this point,
right? But it's a lot of mangas where they get the rush ending. Bleach, for example, where like they the ratings, I guess we're just not there anymore, so they're like, okay, wrap it up. But it's
they also didn't know what to do with Bleach during like the first 3 episodes. Because
No, I
they
feel like
had a whole episode. I forget the little teddy bear's name because they really didn't know what to do.
Yeah. So I mean, I feel like Bleach was on a really good path for like the first, whatever, and then it just kind of veered off towards the end there. But as you can see, people still were thirsty for Bleach. You know what I mean? Like the anime's coming back this year. It's going to finish that last arc that they had in the last season, in the last show. So hopefully, like I said, they expand upon that. Like I said, I was talking to Warren. Like I said, I hope they expand upon that and they do more, because in the manga they just kind of skip through it. You don't really get to see as much.
Okay.
So I mean, like I said, I hope we get more out of it. That's
right.
But like I said, the long-term Shonen Jump mangas are coming to a close, right? So now you have like you said, stuff like Demon Slayer and Dr. Stone, and a lot of these ones that are like, okay, this started 5 or 6 years ago, and then they're ending.
Right.
They're not One Pieces or Naruto's, you know what I mean, where they have this long-term 10+ year mangas anymore. So, but like I said, I just wanted to talk about that and then get into what we have so far, right? So we're gonna talk about some of the new manga that's on the Shonen Jump list right now, that we've read, or that's see how we feel about it, right? So one of them is Earth Children. I mean, you read it, right?
So yes.
So so the story behind that is, rarely these children are born with like abilities, and they are trained by the government. It sounds like the whole X-Men story, right? They're trained by the government and they're used to save humanity. Not nothing we haven't heard or seen before.
It's just the way it was written. But the show To Your Eternity, when that first aired, because I didn't know nothing about the manga until I saw the first episode. It was like, man, that is really good. Like, that was amazing. So if you have a chance, check out To Your Eternity. It's on Crunchyroll.
Yeah, that show just
Earth Child gets that same vibe, but a little bit more stronger and deeper, because it deals with like present time families and stuff like that. So I don't know. It was really good. To me, it was really good.
Yeah, I mean, like the story behind that is like, he dates this woman who has these abilities, and pretty much her involving him, he knows at some point he's going to lose her some type of way, like she's going to sacrifice herself for humanity or whatever, and it happens, and she, of course, it has to be a giant freaking asteroid that's about to destroy the Earth, right? It's always like giant, some type of the giant asteroid. So she winds up doing that, and they have a child in the process, and the first 2 chapters out. So like the government, wants to get this Earth child back and erase his memories, because that's the whole story. Like, when they originally meet, she tries to erase his memories, and it doesn't take. Like, he still remembers it. He still remembers who she is, and that pretty much starts up the whole dating process of them like getting together and them falling in love and having a child. And now from what I can see for the first 2 chapters, he's going to try to raise his son to be a hero basically and save humanity. And they realize that pretty much keeping the father around is the only way for the baby, because you see the baby's about to straight kill him.
Yeah.
On that second chapter,
straight OP,
right.
Out the womb, OP.
But like other than that, man, like it's starting off pretty good so far. I mean, it's going to probably. I mean, it usually takes about 100 chapters or so before you see something become an anime, but like at least 2 years. Like you see how it's doing after 2 years, and then you see it become an anime. And then, like I said, we'll see how it goes if this sticks around, because sometimes like when these new mangas hit the cutting board, they don't make it. They don't make it. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
Akane Banashi, I read this. I don't know if you've seen this. Is like the one where like the girl's father is like some type of theater actor or something like that, and she wants to be like her dad basically, and something happens to him and she wants to take over, yada yada yada. Now this is not your typical like powers and like whatever like Shonen Jump manga. This is kind of like more of a drama, which you don't really see a lot of, you know what I mean, because those aren't really the ones that sell. Now I like the shoujo stuff, you know what I mean. I like I like the teen romance mangas. What's the one, Nisekoi? I don't know if you remember that, but that's pretty good. Like where the
hold on, so all this is on Shonen Jump, right? So I think I got that as part of my favorites to start reading soon, or sometime with Moto.
So with that's pretty much like the boy has like a locket. Him and this other girl had a locket when they were kids, and he had the key or whatever that opens it up, and he's trying to pursue the girl that he met as a kid that had the other locket, and in the midst of that, while he's doing that, they wound up dating and all this other crap. But it's a really good manga, and it's too bad the anime didn't keep up with it, didn't stay as good, man, because I really would have liked to see that fleshed out and animated. It's a really good story to me. I loved it.
Okay.
Warren loves We Never Learn, which I feel like is another story where the main protagonist has two love interests, and he has to like figure it out and choose what's going on, or they love him. You know what I mean? Like I feel like he likes a lot of those stories. I mean, I do too, but like it's weird, right? So like those are the two new manga that I had read this week. Was anything that you picked up that was new, that's fresh to the table?
No, just Earthchild, because I think y'all recommended it to me, and I was just hooked. Now I can't wait. I mean, I got to start.
2 chapters in, right?
Yeah, so now I have to start doing like Russian roulette, because I catch the train to work. So just pick a manga and just start reading it, see how it goes.
Man, look, I'm not gonna say I don't have time, but like it's really hard, especially at work, to try to read like a little short manga, man, because like there's like 20 pages.
Right.
It's like I'll be trying to guide through it. Like you read like what, like you caught up to like what, 3 different mangas in like a week?
Yeah, because so it takes like an hour and a half for me to get to work on train. So I'm just up here reading. That's like an hour and a half to get to work one way there and one way back. So that's 3 hours total. So that's 3 hours per day that I'm reading. So. Yeah, so like My Hero Academia, I think that took me like 3 or 4 weeks to get caught up. I was thinking about doing One Piece, but I was like, man, that's 1,000 chapters.
You gotta do One Piece, man. You gotta do. What was the last thing you read in One Piece?
I haven't. So I started reading One Piece, but I didn't finish like the 2nd chapter. So
you see the One Piece back here. You see how glorious.
Yeah. And you got your own. Oh no, that's My Hero. Oh, well, that's everybody going on. But
yeah.
Yeah, so one of these days I'm gonna go ahead and just
make that a priority for yourself, man. One Piece is too good not to be reading right now.
Right.
All right. Well, if you didn't have any more new manga, let's jump into what's ongoing right now. Now I'm not gonna get into everything, but I do want to. So every week we'll talk about something new, and then we'll talk about the ongoing stuff that we're reading right now in Shonen Jump, right?
Okay.
So let's start off with Dragon Ball Super. That's a monthly manga right now.
Right.
That's also a manga that's been Akira Toriyama who was supervising it at first, and because he wasn't writing it or drawing it anymore. He was supervising it. Now he's back on as the writer and the artist for a manga. People just can't retire anymore. You know what I mean? Like so now he's back on it. So pretty much like if you guys haven't been reading Dragon Ball Super, the only thing you've probably seen was that Broly movie, right?
Right.
So there's like 2 more arcs past all that what's going on, and right now Goku and Vegeta are fighting. Man, what the heck is his name?
I was going to say Granola, but that's not
Granola. Yeah. So they were going up against Granola. Granola was tricked by pretty much space pirates to believe that these particular Saiyans were hired by Frieza, yada yada yada. And Granola finds, because there's got to be a Dragon Ball on every freaking planet, right? Like
right, or wherever they at, right?
Right. Granola finds these miniature Dragon Balls, and wishes to be the strongest. Period, right? So, but of course, there's a setback to that, right? Like, he has to give up a majority of his lifespan. So they're fighting, they're going at it in the last couple of chapters, and Granola finally realizes, like, look, the truth comes out that he was tricked, along with the Saiyans so they could fight each other. And of course, for some whatever reason, the bad guys get the Dragon Balls and wish for the same to be stronger than the other guy, because that's all Dragon Ball is, right?
Right.
You're constantly, one guy is constantly stronger than the other, and until they get a power up or whatever, and then it's just levels. But anyway, the manga's been picking up. Goku's matched with Ultra Instinct, but he still sucks. You know what I mean? So,
they gave Vegeta some love this time around, but not enough love though. Right?
Vegeta had his God of Destruction form,
right,
for like 5 hot minutes, and it still sucked. And that's one thing. That's one way they keep the story constantly interesting. Is like they'll make the characters strong enough to a point to either win or just barely beat the enemy because the enemy will always get stronger, or they'll get to the point where they'll just barely beat the enemy. You know what I mean?
Right, right.
So
and right now it's just questions how these two people gonna beat this one guy, right? And I had my theories that, since Brody is canon, I think Brody's gonna have some type of involvement in this. That's what I think.
So I mean, the superhero movie comes out next month.
Yeah.
Dragon Ball superhero.
Yeah.
Supposedly Broly's gonna be in it. He can't not be in it. It makes no sense for him not to be in it. You know what I mean?
Now he's all canon and stuff, but yeah.
So apparently they're going back to androids. The talk is that they're bringing back Cell. The talk is like this is a different version of Cell or whatever the case may be. That's just the rumor.
I mean, they did kind of bring back Frieza as Frost, right?
well, yeah. I mean, Frieza. I mean, they just wish them back. You know what I mean? But I really feel like they just need to get rid of the Dragon Balls. Like the Dragon Balls are causing too many problems. Like it just makes everything too easy. But pretty much like this chapter of Dragon Ball Super, the bad guys, are destroying Goku and Vegeta. Granola gets shot in the freaking back. You think he's dead. The other Namekian, whose name I can't remember at this moment, he's healing him. And the chapter ends with, oh my god, I can't remember any of their names.
It ends with Goku doing instant transmission to I forget that with that intergalactic.
What's the bad guy's name?
Yeah, huh?
What's the bad guy's name? They say it all the time. Yeah, I can't remember, but anyway, like
it's a food. That's all I know. It's food.
There are, but she tried to read the manga. But,
right.
He instant transmissions off planet because Goku don't care about nobody else. When we seen what happened with King Kai, and so
right. He just don't care.
So where do you see this going? Because I mean, like last arc, it was Goku against Magic Dude or whatever, and he was unstoppable. And then Goku just happens to master Ultra Instinct and blah 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 blah. You know what I mean? They wound up winning against him.
I think Brody's going to shine in the next manga. I think Brody's going to
arc shine. or this whatever.
Huh?
You think he's going to come in this one? Or?
I think he's going to come in this one. Like they're going to show him at the end, and then all of a sudden it's going to be Brody right there, better do some power ups and better fight. That's what I think.
That'd be weird though for them to introduce him now, like I was like in the middle of this situation.
I mean, we wasn't expecting Goku's father to be, reintroduced into this manga, right?
Right. And I really appreciate that too, man. Because like Super is really like tying in a lot of loose ends.
Right.
Like not loose ends, but stuff that was already there that they just kind of play with the movies back into the series and making that canon. So I really appreciate that Goku finally knows Bardock was his dad because they never really touched that. You know what I mean?
Right.
We know King Vegeta.
If I know this dad.
Right.
So we get we'll see what happens. We got another 20 days before we see what happens in the next manga.
So yeah. But yeah, like I said, we gotta wait another month or so. You caught up on Boruto?
I haven't read Boruto. I keep seeing snippets and like fight scenes and all that good stuff.
Right.
I'm not sure if I want to start reading it. I'm not sure.
You should. I mean, I think the manga is a solid continuation of like what's going on. Now, what I don't like is that the female ninja are like really sidelined. Like for like the first 60 chapters, man. Like, you see it like in the first original manga, like the story, you see a lot of them like really like badass female ninjas.
And
I feel like the story is so hyper focused on Baruto and Kawaki, and like a lot of the other characters get no shine. You know what I mean? I feel like Naruto did a really good job of like showing like the ensemble cast of everybody and their abilities from Hinata to Tamari to like I said, all the female ninja, but like this one, they really don't give them really much to do, and that sucks. Okay. So I think they're trying to correct that mistake now, but like it's still pretty good. Like I said, next I'll let you catch up on that. We can get more into it, but Boruto, like I said, is an ongoing manga. That's also monthly though too.
Okay.
Along with Dragon Ball.
I could probably catch up pretty fast.
Spy Family.
Spy Family.
You read Spy Family?
No.
We're about to get an anime. So Spy Family is
Write that down.
So it's a spy, and the spy is on a mission to infiltrate this organization, but in order to do that, he has to recruit a wife and get a child to go undercover. So,
Okay.
unbeknownst to him, he winds up recruiting his wife, who is also an assassin. He grabs a kid from the orphanage, like he adopts her or whatever.
All right.
The kid so happens to be a psychic, so she can read minds. And so like, but like it's
a rabbit hole. Okay.
Right. It's a bunch of crazy stuff that happens in the midst of all that, though. You know what I mean? Like I said, It's really good story. It's real cute. It's getting an anime. I think it's definitely this year. I can't wait. It's really, really good. You should check it out. If you guys are watching, reading, listening, check out Spy Family. It's really good. It's ongoing manga. Go ahead.
You know what else I heard? Chainsaw Man was pretty good because my lady started reading it.
Yeah.
And she said she can't get enough of it, and she can't wait for the anime to come out. Well, okay, Chainsaw Man.
Yeah, I think that's been on hiatus for a while too. Like, it hasn't had a new chapter in a while.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, so I mean, I hope it picks back up, and it's pretty good. Kaiju number 8. I know you read that.
I gotta read Kaiju number 8.
So Kaiju number 8 is like, okay, like the world is like, of course, being attacked by Kaiju. One of the guys has the ability to transform into a giant Kaiju and fight other Kaiju. So it's essentially Attack on Titan, not to like the spare part of it, like, but it's like it's kind of like Ultraman to an extent.
Okay.
I mean? So like he can transform into a Kaiju. Him and like another dude knows his secret. Yada yada. It's really good, really good. It's another ongoing manga.
Okay.
And I said, this is just our first thing, but I'm not gonna get too deep into it. But again, the cherry on top, the banana split, the dessert. This is your breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and dessert. One Piece.
One Piece.
Yeah, man. One Piece is just consecutively good every week, man. Oda is the god, is the king, is the ruler of all manga. I love Naruto, but One Piece is just everything, man. And I can't, believe. I love me some Dragon Ball, but One Piece, like the story, the characters, everybody gets work, man. Everything in One Piece that you think is a throwaway, that you think is not gonna come back, it comes back in a big way every single time, man. So
I think that was my fear because when I was initially watching One Piece back in high school, right? That's like 2008, 7, 8, whatever.
Right.
I was like, man, these are a lot of characters to try to keep up with. Where's the story to these characters?
Right.
But I mean, between you and Warren, live and die by One Piece, man, I'm gonna give it a shot.
Man, it's amazing. It's amazing. So currently in One Piece, and like I said, not spoilers, but they're in the big war on Wano, and Luffy is going against Jesus, man, I can't. So Law and Kid went up against Big Mom. They just beat Big Mom, and for the life of me, I cannot think of Kaido. So Luffy and Kaido, this is the big fight. So if you're not familiar with One Piece, there are like the warlords of the sea, or it's not the warlords, but the what do they call them? The four emperors.
Okay.
Emperors. So the emperors consisted of Kaido, Big Mom, Red Hair Shanks, and Blackbeard. And pretty much this is the end game for One Piece. This is the final stretch of
do Shanks show up? Like, do you see him fight? Do you see?
We have not. So we have never seen Shanks do anything. Now, Shanks is getting a movie this year.
Oh, okay.
Shanks is getting a feature film.
That's when
One Piece
like
film, Red or whatever.
Right?
Yeah. So I don't know. It doesn't make sense for Luffy to have to go up and fight Shanks, but he does seem like the final obstacle for them to have to take down, for him to officially be the king of the freaking pirates, right?
Okay.
So he's taking down the big bads of right now, and Wano. He's taking down Kaido, who's like the baddest of the bad in the sea right now. So they're in the middle of that fight. But like I said, One Piece is legitly coming to its final days. So I would say, if I had to count it, I would say maybe 3 or 4 years.
Oh man, okay. So we still got some time then. All right.
Still got time, but I think they're gonna wrap this arc is wrapping up, and then I think the next arc after this this next arc or whatever has to be the last.
Okay.
From the way it's going to me.
Okay.
So we're talking what 20 plus years at this point.
Yeah, like
So-
I said, I was watching One Piece back in high school. That was like 2007, 2006.
Yeah, I definitely recommend reading it versus watching because that show is long. unless you want to do both. I mean, by all means, the anime is amazing too. The music, the animation, sometimes, but
Yeah.
because it's a lengthy show, they kind of cut back on the budget for it sometimes. But I think they're doing a pretty good job with this art. But other than that, man, like I said, we're gonna be hitting you every week with new Shonen Jump. Dio's gonna catch up on a lot of stuff within the last week, so we can talk about it with you.
Right.
Hopefully,
starting. I actually do some like honorable mentions, but if y'all haven't started reading Mashal, Muscle.
Oh yeah, Might and Magic,
My goodness,
that show is that manga is hilarious. I cannot wait for that to get an anime.
Each chapter had me laughing at some level. At some level, and it's really good. The action in it is too good.
So it really feels like a comedy version of Black Clover.
Right. And and then you also got the One Punch Man reference in there because that man is just overpowered for no reason.
Right. Yeah, whereas though like Black Clover is like the magic Naruto.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like. So, but no, yeah, Mashal Might and Magic is really, really freaking hilarious. It's another one of those mangas that's about to get an anime right now. Okay. So definitely check that out. Shonen Jump. You can read the latest chapters on Shonen Jump for free, or you can spend $1.99 a month and get access to the whole vault. There's no excuse these days, man. You got everything right here on your phone. You can check it out. You can read it. Like I said, if you want to be ahead of the curve and you're tired of waiting for the animes to finish, now is the time to watch this, read Shonen Jump, and what I mean, and it's catch up. Like I said, it's more than Shonen Jump out there that you can read. There's so many other things and so many other places that you can read different mangas, like Baki or whatever. But Shonen Jump is definitely your go-to right now. So, any other mentions that you had for Shonen wise?
No, I'm just saying, for you guys that's teleworking, y'all have time to read, so start reading.
Yeah, I would. Wow, man, work from home, man. You got all the time. But that's gonna be us for us and jump around the geek. We'll see you guys next time. Dio's gonna catch up on some One Piece. Hopefully, before we end this, where are you on One Piece? Like, just out of curiosity.
Listen, I'm gonna just start over.
He's gonna start over.
Because last time I was in Alabasta, and people said I hadn't heard Alabasta in a couple years.
Alabasta, like the first 100 chapters, yeah. it's like chapter 1068 at this point. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, like I said, it's definitely a good one. And I forgot to mention My Hero Academia, which is an ongoing manga right now too. That's in this final. That's for sure in its final arc.
Yeah,
they've announced. I mean, you can tell by the tone of a manga and like the story where it's going to end. Mm-hmm. And it's been a good run, but hopefully they do it right and whatever. But
I think Dr. Stone's there in this end too, but we'll see about that one.
Right, but we'll get into that next week. Like I said, we catch you that. But other than that, it's been Around the Geek. We're jumping around again with Shonen Jump. Dior will catch up on One Piece, and we're out.
Yes, sir.